Good morning. This review is for my Integrated 1 class, but before I get started, I want to say I hope that everyone is doing all right out there. We're going to be reviewing the angle addition postulate, how to set up, how to substitute in, how to solve, and how to answer. And I'm making this extra lesson because some of us are struggling with how to do this process, and so I hope that if I make a lesson or a video or a review that's only about the angle addition postulate, hopefully that helps you guys understand that you can do this. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So here's an example of an angle, or here's a symbol for an angle, this. And we call this angle ABC. B is a vertex, that's always the middle letter, and there's angle ABC. The only thing we know about an angle is how much it opens. And this is how we say this. Here's the translation. The measure of angle ABC is equal to a number in degrees. Or we translate it as the measure of angle ABC opens up this amount in degrees. Okay, that little circle means degrees. So I'm going to work on setting up the angle addition postulate. So if we were to add a point D in the interior of angle ABC, so it's inside angle ABC, and draw ray BD, which basically means start at point B and go through point D without end. We now have two smaller angles opening up the same amount as angle ABC. So this smaller angle and that smaller angle open up as much as our original angle. Very similar to the segment addition postulate. So let's go ahead and set up the angle addition postulate for this triangle, or for these angles. Alright, still early in the morning. Alright, so I would say that the measure of angle ABD plus the measure of angle DBC both of these angles together open up as much as angle ABC. Alright, so this is the setup. Okay, this is the setup. This is the first thing I want you to be able to do when working with the angle addition postulate. Now, I want you to try for this picture, so why don't you hit pause and try it. Hit pause and try it, because if you don't try, you don't learn. You don't learn from just watching. I'm sure you guys have experienced enough times on tests where you understood what I did, but then when you're asked to do it, that was the first time you tried it. Try it now. Alright, so hopefully you did and you're back. And let's go ahead and write the angle addition postulate for this picture. So this little angle, RUS, so the measure of angle RUS plus the measure of angle SUT so both of these little angles open up as much as the large angle, which is a measure of angle RUT. So hopefully you got that the same as I did. If you would have said the measure of SUR plus the measure of TUS equals the measure of TUR, that's fine. You're fine. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and erase all this, come back and talk about how to do the entire process. So let me clean this up and I'll be back. I'm back, so I want to go over some problems that you're going to see about the angle addition postulate. Remember, we already know how to set it up. We're going to see how to substitute in. We're going to see how to solve, and we're going to see how to answer. These last three steps are going to be very similar to the segment addition postulate if you watch that. So just know how to really set it up, and that moves into the familiarity that we just saw, if you saw it. And I think I said that word right, but we'll see. All right. So the very first thing I need to do is I need to set up the angle addition postulate. Remember that's saying the amount that this angle opens plus the amount that this angle opens is the amount that that large angle opens. So I'm going to set it up. So let's see here. How did they write this? They wrote KJ. All right, okay, so I'm going to write it in this way. So the measure of angle, so the measure of angle KJU plus the measure of angle UJI Both of these angles together open up to the amount of angle KJI. Right, and so this is what it looks like when we set up. Okay, we set up the angle addition postulate. Now we're going to substitute in, and this is where we have to look to this part, because they tell us values that we can substitute in. So I know that the measure of KJU, it's in a different order, but that's okay. I know that the measure of KJU turns into 17x plus 8. And I'm going to add that to what the measure of UJI turns into. Measure of UJI, that turns into 8x plus 4. Make a better plus sign here. And together these open up to the amount of angle, this is KJI, come on, KJI. So they open up to the amount of angle KJI. So the measure of angle KJI is 162 degrees. So this is what it looks like to substitute in. They tell me what the angle measures are, and I plug them in. Now I'm going to go ahead and solve. We have our 6 steps to solve. Right? So this part is our substitute. And now we're going to solve. And we solve using our 6 steps. All right, can I get rid of fractions? No. Can I distribute? No. Can I combine like terms on each side of the equal sign? Yes, I can. I can, in fact, do this twice. I can put 17x together with 8x, and I can put 8 together with 4. So 17x and 8x, that's going to give me 25 x's. A lot of x's. Sounds like a country song. 25x plus 12, that's equal to 162. Are all my x's on one side? Yes, they are. So I can't do step 4. Can I add and subtract away a number from the variable side of the equation? Yes, I can. I can subtract away the 12. All right, so now I'm left with 25x equals to 150. Can I divide away a number that's attached to the variable? Yes, I can. I can divide both sides by 25. So let me divide away the 25. And that means that x is equal to, let's see, to get $1.50 out of quarters, I need 6 of them. So x is equal to 6. Okay? X is equal to 6. Oh, that's a big number. I'm going to have to multiply. All right, so this is what it looks like to solve. This part's the solving part, right? But we haven't answered it yet. This is a question. We want to find the measure of angle UJK. The measure of angle UJK. Well, we know that that's equal to 17x plus 8. We also know that x is 6. So that means that it's equal to 17 times 6 plus 8. Well, if you have a calculator machine, you can plug that in and figure that out. I'm going to see if I can do that in my head. So 17 times 6 is the same as 10 plus 7 times 6. 10 times 6 is 60. 7 times 6 is 42. So this becomes 102 plus 8. And then that means that the measure of angle UJK is equal to 110 degrees. That is the answer that we're looking for. Okay? So I just worked out this problem. I want you to try this problem. Hit pause, try it on your own, and give it a shot. If you don't try it, you're not going to learn. That's how this works. You have to try to learn. So hit pause and try it. Hit pause and try it, and I hope that you did. And let me work through this one really quick. All right, so I'm going to set up using the angle addition postulate. So I can say that the measure of angle STH plus the measure of HTU, both of these angles open up as much as STU. That's me setting up the angle addition postulate. Now I can substitute in. I know that the measure of angle STH, which is STH, is negative 4 plus 5x. I know that the measure of angle HTU is 17x minus 6. And I know that the measure of angle STU is 166 degrees. All right, so now we get into our 6 steps to solve. Can I get rid of fractions? No. Can I distribute? No. Can I combine like terms on each side of the equal sign? Yes, I can. I can do this twice. If I owe you 4 and I owe you 6, I owe you 10. And 5x and 17x, is that right? Yeah, 5x and 17x, that's going to get me to 22x's. And that equals to 166 degrees. Are all my variables on one side? Yes, they are, so I can't do step 4. Can I add or subtract away a number from the variable side of the equation? Yes, I can. I can add 10 to both sides. All right, so that cancels, and I'm now left with 22x equals 176 degrees. Can I divide away a number? Yes, I can. I can divide away the 22. Can I divide away a number with a variable? That's the 22. Let me divide that away. All right. I know that you can use a calculator. That's fine. I know that x is going to be equal to. Oh, what's x going to be equal to? X is going to be equal to 8. But I have not answered the question. I've only solved it. I need to answer it because this is what I was asked to answer. Find the measure of angle HTS. That's equal to minus 4 plus 5x. But x is equal to 8. So now it's minus 4 plus 5 times 8, which becomes minus 4 plus 40. Minus 4 plus 40, that's 36 degrees. Measure of angle HTS is 36 degrees. So hopefully this helps you know how to solve this, do the problem. If you had a mistake, hopefully you understand what it was and you're able to figure out what it was. But if you didn't try it, you wouldn't have had a mistake and you wouldn't know where you're struggling. So again, I hope that you did try this and work through it. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Again, I hope everybody is doing all right out there. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.